Right. I took out the second row seats. Still got the bolts. I got to cut them out and put a carpet over it. That's the bench seat, bed seat. Took the shelf off of there. I'm going to actually unbolt that and get it out of here and make a 2x4 and 4x4 whatever bed. And then probably, I haven't really figured it all out completely yet, but a sink in the back storage area where the barn door is open. It's got the shades, which I put this stuff, the Reflectix between, and then I actually wrap the Reflectix in a black fabric so they don't show through the tint, so you just get full black mirror, so it's just extra privacy. I'm gonna buy the plastic shades for the back windows, like the old Camaro, or I think the Camaros had them on the back hatchback. And then I'll probably put shades on there anyway. It's got speakers in the back, party lights. I'm gonna cut off that row of lights and put storage shelves in it. It's got heating vents on the top, air conditioning vents. I'm actually gonna cut another hole right here and put the ceiling fan in and run that off of DC, off of solar power. I'm gonna put the solar power on the top of the roof here. It's gonna get solar. Yeah, the camera's fogging up, but so up here, above the driver compartment, was a old ass TV, another stereo cassette tape, which I don't need, with a 8-disc CD changer, and a VCR of all things. So I just cut that out. You can't really see it right now, but I put a little mini amp in there for guitar, and it's gonna be for storage. And then I got a porta-john, which I'm gonna cut those handles off and make it flush with the bed when I build it in there. So I'm actually gonna have a foam pad on top of that, so I can rest my feet out longer, so the bed will stretch out all the way across for me. So, you know, I have a full-size bed, basically. I ordered the foam mattress and everything. I just gotta wait for the weather to get warmer to do that. Some of my project stuff in there, Reflectix and stuff. Here's the dash, the compartment. Here's the passenger and driver thing. I got Thor and the Viking ruins, Anvil, and my Missouri. But it's not a bad ride. I just put the brand new tires on it and everything. Just trying to get it more mechanically sound. And I ordered a bunch of Viking vinyl decals to put on the outside windows and the hood, like the compass, so you don't get lost. I figure that fits for traveling. But yeah, I'm gonna do van life. You know, that's gonna be my another project. Is I'm gonna travel across the country. I'm on the East Coast, so I'm gonna go East Coast to West Coast. I'm gonna get solar panel on this baby, and just gonna do some traveling. I want to see all the national parks and stuff. Here's the back end. It's a Mark III. It's got low miles. It's not an Express, so I like the compact size of it. I can do some city driving in it, no problem. It's very easy to drive. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna have some traveling van vids soon. Oh man, is it cold. Got the wood fire going here. The chili forge. Let's walk into the Clean Slate Forge. First you have to danger. It's you have to follow the confined space entry procedure before entering. You gotta do a little shimmy dance, like the Pruffle Shuffle, before you come in. All right. Clean Slate Forge. So it is super cold outside. It's like probably 10 degrees, probably like single digits, like 2 or 3 with wind chill. In here, I just turned the heat on, and we're only up to, come on, go, 40. Right there, 40 degrees. That's cold. I usually get up to 80. So, got the kerosene. Wood fire is just starting to get ripping in here. And I'm probably going to turn the coal fire on. I got to get a new wood stove because the flame actually comes out. Look at that hole out the side. I don't like that. I'm going to fire up the coal forge later, do some smaller projects. I got to give a shout out to Ken's Custom Iron. I have bought stuff from him before. I ordered these pair of tongs from Ken's Custom Iron. They're the rapid tongs. They're like tong blanks, and then you forge them yourself, which you kind of like. It's easy to make them. They're dirt cheap, and they're fun to do. It's like a fun product. So I actually ordered another pair of rapid tongs, except for the knife ones. Like the tongs go this way, and they kind of look like they're gonna be kind of like this. They have like the sideway thing. I use these to grab rasps, so it'll be for like knife blanks and stuff. So I ordered a pair of Ken's Custom Iron tongs. I'm gonna do one of those as a video. I also ordered some of his leaf blanks to do, like, you can do incense holders, keychains, candle holders, all sorts of stuff. So I ordered a couple of them and a couple of the anvil ones he had. I'm going to put them up on my Etsy page. And then I ordered a tong, even though I already have a tong rack, and I do hang my hammers on the anvil. I might actually take those off because I ordered a tong and hammer rack. And I'm going to put it right here by the Coal Forge. Right up on that, between those 2x4s, probably on that. I'll probably put another 2x4 between that one and this one, and put it right over that. I'm gonna have a nice little hammer collection. Giant meat cleaver up there. Look at that monstrosity. That thing's a beast. It's still not finished yet. I'm trying to repurpose it. That thing is it's a beast. All right, so like I said, kind of a slow day because it's so cold, and I just been doing other things. I had some drawings I had to do and some artwork related stuff. So I haven't really done too many forging. I did make a Warhammer for somebody, so that's kind of going. I've been doing that, and a claw hammer. And I did the video for that. So I'm really just waiting on the Ken's Custom Order stuff, which will be the hammer rack, the knife tongs, and the odds and ends stuff like the leaf blanks and the anvil blanks. I ordered some stickers too from them, and I can't remember what else. I think I ordered something else. But it's freezing cold out. I'm trying not to. I'm not sick. I don't want to get a cold, and that's usually how I get colds, is by constantly coming in and out of the house and out here and going from extreme cold to hot, cold, hot, cold, hot. It wrecks me. So yeah, the van life thing. I'm doing van life, van life, hashtag van life, whatever. It's pretty cool. Like, people go cross country all over, mainly like West Coast, up the Colorado Rocky Mountains and all that stuff. I want to see Yellowstone Park and all that fun stuff. California coast. It's gonna be awesome. Not anytime soon, but when I do it, I'm gonna film it on this channel. So this channel will be all clean slate forge, the forging stuff, and then when the time is right and the time is ready and I'm ready to do it, I'm gonna switch gears and do a new chapter, which will be van life, and it'll be me going across country in the van, and I'm decking out the van in blacksmith Viking style. That's the theme of the whole van. Stickers, things inside. I might even do some anvil hunting when I'm out on the road, stopping at flea markets and stuff like that. But that's the extra seat, so I put it out here in the shop, and it's super comfortable to sit down in. It's a fire hazard, so it's near the welder, so I gotta watch it with the sparks and everything. But I just don't want it anywhere near the coal forge or the wood fire stove or the grinder, especially with the sparks that flies out. So it's over there in the corner, and it's a good addition to the shop. I have another one actually. I'm going to use the base on it to put where the passenger seat is in the van, and you buy like a captain's swivel, and with the part on this spare seat and the swivel part I have to buy, I basically take it all apart and I have to do some modifications on it, but I can actually have the passenger seat swivel and turn around to face the back, thus just opening up the small van to more room. So I will just rip through here and do a quick shop tour. Tropical Company 18-wheeler mud flap. We got the Chili Forge outside. That's just how I roll. I got my arbor press. Right there. My steel pile, which is not very impressive, but I'm hoping to have that grow. I got the old Buffco forge blower. I'm trying to sell that because I don't really use it. Chili Forge, wood pile. My quench barrel outside is it's on its way to being completely frozen. I usually have to weld it up every year if it gets leaks when it expands and breaks. This is my self-built forge hood for the coal forge, and that is the coal forge. This camera does not want to focus. There we go. I got my stockpile of coal over there in that bin. I'm going to put my Ken's Custom Iron hammer and tong rack right there, and that might leave all the hammers off of the anvil, giving me more leg room and knee room, so I don't bump my knee into stuff. Giant meat cleaver, the tongs, ventilation, fan, propane. I'm gonna actually put that propane heater in the van for heat. It's sketchy, but we're gonna do it anyway when it's cold. The Cole Ironworks hydraulic press, dubbed the Thing, with custom crystal knob, which I actually had a spare one of these, which you can get anywhere in antique stores for old doors. Met Neil Camera, which is this guy. That guy right up there, next to Chandler Dickinson. But I gave him one of the knobs. Neil has that same knob that I gave him on his hydraulic press, which is also a Cole Irons, but I have the 16 ton and he has the 20 ton. Yeah, so I named it The Thing just because I thought it'd be funny, and I like Marvel movies and comics. I'm not even really that big of a Fantastic Four Thing fan. I like Wolverine and the X-Men, but I wanted blue, and I thought the orange would go good with it, so I just named it Thing. It was very close to being the Hulk, but I thought that was just too... anyone would do that, or Colossus, but anyway, it's The Thing. I got a little display shelf here with some railroad spike pineapple twist knives on it. This giant swage block that weighs like 200 pounds that outgrew the stand, so I have to actually get some angle iron, which that'll be a project coming up soon, next month or two. Rebuilding a angle iron stand for the giant 200-pound swage block. I got this 200-pound Peter Wright anvil, which is my main anvil. Yes, I put a blanket on them when it's cold out, keep them warm. My crappy wood stove, which that'll probably try to get an upgrade by next winter. My charging station for all the power equipment, drills and stuff. A lantern. I got a ostrich egg from Forged and Feather from California. Zach, he's an awesome dude, and I actually forged just a piece of junk metal, a little metal display to hold the ostrich egg so it doesn't, fall over or get damaged. That thing's just badass. He has an ostrich farm, and he forges, and he was on Forged and Fire. Really awesome dude. Alligator skull, Wembley the bat, and those are size, and I can actually twirl those things. I love size, and those are forged. I forged those. I think the curved part, the guard, is out of a railroad spike, a full railroad spike, and then just mild steel for the actual side part, brass pommel and leather handles. Those things are badass. Ventilation, fear grinder. I need more belts. I can always use more belts, but I'm like super low on belts. Like, I got some 36 grit over here. I went back to the Nortons. I do have a couple of the combat abrasives, but I go back between both of those. I like both of them. Nothing wrong with the Nortons, nothing wrong with the combat. A couple of the grinder attachments. This camera does not want to focus. And then over here is my hay button. It's about 160, 180 pound hay button. Sorry they're wrapped up. I just don't feel like I don't feel like taking off the towel. They rust that way. They stay nice and good that way. I got my power breaker in there. Another seat. My spray paint when I'm desperately should be bringing that spray paint inside so it doesn't freeze, but so far they're not ruined, and so that's good. Lincoln Electric welder. I had to get that this past summer. I didn't want to, but I'm glad I did. But I had the Craftsman welder down there, which just completely crapped the bed. It served me well for 3 years. It really did. So I have no complaints on that. It just, the handle broke, and it wasn't worth getting a new one, because the Lincoln unplugs from the actual welder, and you can get a whole new handle. The Craftsman doesn't do that. It's like permanently attached inside all the innards, and I'm not messing with that. So it was just time to get a new one. So, and I am very happy with the Lincoln Electric welder. It's just a 140. It's small, but it for the size and the price, it packs the power, and that's all I need, is this mild welding jobs for the billets and stuff like that, and just goofing around. So it's perfect for. The welding bench itself is just a plastic table. I hate it. And it's too low. It hurts my back when I'm always hunched over. So expect that to be upgraded this summer too. Try to find a metal table, maybe a shorter one so I have more room in here, because I don't really need the full length, and definitely higher off the ground so I'm not hunched over all the time. And I want to try to figure out a better ventilation system in here, where maybe I have like a smaller fan like that, or a tube to suck up all the fumes and everything. But so far, the setup I have with the doors opening, very good. You don't want to be breathing in the exhaust for that stuff. I try to do more of the welding in the summertime, but I do occasionally do some welding in the winter, and I have to open up that, and it just lets all the heat out. So what are you going to do? Kerosene heaters, boom, 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 Clean Slate Forge. Another upgrade I need to do is a drill press. There's nothing wrong with that drill press, but it's way underpowered. The belt is worn, and it aggravates me every time. I need drill bits, and I need a full-size, bigger, more, I need something that can actually have it on the lowest setting. I need something that will go slower, so I can do slow drilling. That's just the best way to do it. I got a little, just regular HD antenna TV. Stone Temple Pilots, because those guys are awesome. The DeWalt bandsaw, Portaband, which I think is awesome. I kind of cob job built the table for it myself, and I just detach it from that. And that thing comes in mighty handy all the time for handles and just a quick cut on things that you don't want sparks flying all over the place. I got my wire wheel buffs table with my dishing hammers, and a little 1-inch belt sander for fine tuning stuff over here, cleaning stuff up. This is like the fine tuning table. And then I got my dirty buffer over here for I usually do the initial first buff on this bad boy, and then when I want to refine it, I go back over here and do the finer, cleaner buffing, if you will. I have a fine wire wheel, and I can't find one with the bristles that fine. It's actually a Craftsman. I wish I could find that exact same one, because that thing is amazing. It just puts a shine on the metal like you don't even know after you put on the coarse one. I can't find a fine one like that. So I've been looking. It's got to be super fine, and it has to fit on this setup too. But it's wearing out. So if anyone knows where I can get a fine-tuned wire brush, let me know. And then I got a couple Slagler knives up here that I haven't gotten rid of yet. This one's out of a bolt. If anyone's interested, please let me know. I got a Damascus bike chain, but it's up on my Etsy, so you can see it up there. I got a fleshing knife. It's actually a really nice Damascus fleshing knife for people who do skinning. If anyone's interested in this, please let me know. Looks like a wood draw, but it's actually a fleshing knife. This is another Damascus knife. Damascus knife. Damascus knife. I got the file friction folder, a little box cutter, Rasfile box cutter knife. I think it's pretty cool if you're opening boxes and stuff all the time. My Dremel station, which comes in handy. I bought this thing for like $20. The attachment to the Dremel, get a little smaller handle on it, and let me tell you, that thing comes in crazy handy. I just got a 2x4 and put all my little Dremel bits on there. I want to start getting some woodworking ones and some wood carving kits, and do some wood carving stuff like spoons and canes. There's a guy, Snickets or something like that. He's on YouTube. I actually have him in my favorites. Check him out, because the carving stuff he does on the walking sticks is amazing. And that's really it. Shop tour. I got my ferric acid down there for when I do the Damascus etching, and some linseed oil, and I'm working on a dagger right here. It's a Damascus. It's collecting dust and other things, but the pommel, it's got like one stripe down the middle, Damascus dagger. I'll get to that. But that's it, man. That's it. Shop tour. Van life. Clean Slate Forge. Over and out.